Hey guys, this is actually my first video that I'm going to be posting. I just wanted to inform you guys about what to expect when you audition for The Voice. It took us 6.5 hours to get there, and when we got there, there was already people lined up from the first audition. So we found our hotel and then we went to go get in line, but it was like 11 o'clock and my audition time was at 2 and they wouldn't let us go in. So we got kicked off the streets and we went to this like pizza place, and from there we went back to our hotel, and I actually met these like really incredible people there. Like there was people from Ohio and Minnesota and Massachusetts, but when we eventually it was time to actually line up, we were already on the other side of the building in Philadelphia, and it took us like an hour and a half to get inside, and there's a big sign that says at this time or at this spot, parents and guardians of the minors must stay at all times with them. All family and friends can stay and watch, but they have to stay outside the building. When we went inside, there was 4 big lines. There was 4 people across, and it took forever. Like, we sat there for an hour and a half, and then when we got to the front of the line, they checked our papers and stuff, and we went through security, and they're like really, really tough. But then we went back into another set of line where there was still 4 lines, but this time it was like smaller, so less people could like fit in, so they could see how many people were there. When you get to the front of that line, there's big posters of The Voice, and you get wristbands, and then you line up, and they take you downstairs into the kind of like the big waiting room, and we were there for 3.5 hours, and by the time that we actually lined up, I was so hungry. Like, I tried to stay, but I was just too hungry by that point. So when we finally did line up, it took us like 10 minutes to get through the line. They broke us up in a group of 10, and then they took us to our rooms. I was actually the youngest of my group of 10, and I was the first one to go. When you go into the room, they have like 10 chairs, kind of in a V formation, and there's a tape line in the center, and you go up and you say your name, where you're from if you want, and what song you're going to be singing, and who it's by. Then you like sing and everything, and then you sit back down and you listen to the others sing. In my group, the producer or the judge, whichever you prefer to say, said, we appreciate you guys coming out. We know it's hard for you guys to sing in front of 10 total strangers, but unfortunately at this time we don't have any callbacks. So if you're planning to audition for The Voice, go in with an open mind. Don't think like, oh, they didn't choose me, I'm bad. It's not really. They're like really nitpicky, so you're good. You got there, you got to audition, so you're still better than half. I'm like overwhelmed with the experience, so if you ever had the chance to go, I wish you the best of luck.